The Ford Endeavour, the first machine to give India a real taste of what an American SUV can be. With its new avatar, the big Ford polishes the tried and tested formula, maintaining its rugged capabilities while offering a more upmarket experience inside. By now, we are sure you're aware of the Endeavour's capability as an all-rounder, but where does it fall back and do its cons matter to you? In a matter of minutes, you're gonna get the complete picture, so if you walk into the showroom, no one can pull a fast one on you. Think fast, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to be the first to know when we've got a video fresh out of the oven for you. While most modern day SUVs have gone soft in the way they look, the Ford remains unabashedly old school. It chooses outright muscle over svelte aesthetics, and the size is bound to click with people who like their SUVs in XXL or bigger. It's 16 feet long and a little over 6 feet tall, and has 225mm of ground clearance. How's that for size? Old school doesn't have to mean outdated. In fact, the Ford Endeavour is far from it. The Herculean SUV comes equipped with HID headlights, a properly panoramic sunroof, an 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system, a 10-speaker sound system, semi-auto parallel park assist, 2 zones of climate control with ceiling integrated vents for the rear rows, a power tailgate and power folding third row seats. The Endeavour is an SUV in the true sense of the word. 225mm of unladen ground clearance aside, it can also wade through nearly a meter of water. Of course, we're not going to forget the terrain management system that changes the powertrain and traction controls behavior based on the surface. The 4 modes, normal, snow, mud or grass, sand and rock, let you take the road less taken or never taken with confidence. Yes, there is a low-range transfer case as well, along with an electronic differential lock on the rear axle. So, you aren't shortchanged for features or for capability. Well, what about safety then? Nope, no compromise here either. You get all-round disc brakes, all-round parking sensors, a rear camera with dynamic guidelines, front, side and curtain airbags along with an airbag for the driver's knee, ABS with EBD, traction control, ESP, hill hold and hill descent control. Thumbs up to that. Speaking of which, if you've liked this video so far, how about showing some love with a thumbs up? This isn't just a big SUV. It has the power to boot, especially if you get the 3.2. With a tested 0 to 100 time of 10.8 seconds, the range-topping Endeavour isn't lightning quick, but does a good job for something that weighs nearly 2.4 tons. Even in the real world, the Endeavour's performance makes it a great highway mile muncher and offers its muscle in a manner that's actually usable every day, even in the city. Not to mention, it has a brilliantly calibrated steering that's light to use at low speeds and weighs up well as you pick up the pace. Phew! So the Endeavour sure has a lot going for it, and there's no doubting Ford's efforts to make it a brilliant package. But there are drawbacks too, and we certainly won't hide them. This is something you may not notice on a short test drive, but on long distance trips, it becomes quite apparent. The Endeavour does have good ride and handling characteristics for a big ladder frame SUV, but the ride in the rear 2 rows is still a bit bumpy. Even on smooth roads, there's a noticeable amount of vertical and side-to-side movement that can be felt, which can make you uneasy on a road trip if you aren't seated up front. That said, things will be better if you're operating with a full passenger load. While its arch-rival, the Toyota Fortuner, is available with the option of a manual transmission in both its petrol and diesel guises, the Endeavour is currently available with auto boxes only. While the 2.2-litre variant was offered with 4x2 and 4x4 empty, that's no longer the case. Many off-roading enthusiasts do prefer manual transmissions for the control they offer, and for primarily this reason, it would have been nice if the big Ford offered the option. The Endeavour is after all a 7-seater SUV. While the third row space makes it best suited for kids or short adults, the real issue lies in access. The second row seat doesn't tumble forward like it does in the Fortuner, making third row access a bit tricky, even for children. So how do you think the pros and cons stack up, and what are your thoughts about the Ford Endeavour? Do post your user review on CarDekho.com and don't forget to share this video as well. Thanks for watching.